All right, Coach, under hazy, overcast L.A. skies, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Dignity Health Sports Park in Carson, California. Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the Houston Texans and our home team. Two weeks have come and gone. It's off to week 3, and we're underway on EA Sports.
We play to win. Let's go!
Gun.
A first carry now for Kareem Hunt, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
At the 28-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Check 41. I'm going to run you over.
To throw his Cousins. He'll get this to Eckler. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
They'll try to run for the first down with Hunt. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards. Defense had a chance to get off the field here on the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important third down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
Kill! He's coming. Double up. He's coming. Double up.
On first down, they go right back to Hunt. Cameron Hayward in on the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Check 37.
Here's the first carry for Austin Eckler. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
Well, that didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
The Texans here on 3rd down, putting an extra defender in the secondary.
No. Rose. He's crashing. He's checking crash.
Hey, flicker.
Switch.
On 3rd down, here's Hunt. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
I wonder if they just kind of outguessed themselves a little bit trying to run it on 3rd down. Probably should have gone to the air to try and pick it up. Instead, the punting unit will have to run on the field.
4th down, and on is Ty Long to punt. Back deep, Antonio Brown. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at the 20.
Check nickel, nickel, nickel. I got it.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold them to a short gain on 1st down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. 2nd and 9 now from the 21.
Watch safety three. Watch safety four. Mike's 43. Mike's 43. Watch a slant. Watch a slant. Watch a slant. Kim.
From the gun, here's Watson. Going deep for Hopkins. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. It's Devin White, the linebacker.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
Here we go, D. Check safety.
Running on 1st down, Eckler stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They'll run with Hunt on 2nd down. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Whip. Watch the first. Watch the shit. Tighten up.
They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler, and he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th. We're scoreless after 1. Charger football to start quarter number 2. They are, however, facing a 4th down situation. And this one is going to just tuck into the bottom left corner as he gets it to go. And the Chargers grab themselves a 3-0 lead. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20. On first down, Watson forced out to his left. Now he's going to go up top over the middle. That's caught inside the 20. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. 33 yards that time. For an offense that has not found the end zone yet, that's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. They give to Johnson going right. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Here's Watson. Toward the pylon, caught. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Antonio Brown. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Texans have taken the lead. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. The Charger drive about to get going. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
He's 6'6", pull it high. Hey, can't. Check.
They'll run here with Eckler. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 18 big yards on that one, and a Charger first.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
First down, and they stick with Eckler. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
I think Cameron Hayward's ability to take on blocks, hold the point of attack, and get upfield serves him very, very well. What a nice play there.
Yeah, he can take on blocks because he's built like a block. On 2nd and 11 now. Cousins. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. Give him 12 yards there. The Chargers have a first down. He's been the forgotten man in this first half. Not a guy you want to forget. Not only his first catch, first time they've targeted him.
That doesn't make any sense, does it?
Not
because
at all.
Those are the types of plays that he provides. When he does come alive, when they do look his way, not only is it a big catch, it's a first down.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
We get slap happy up here sometimes. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Gun.
Let's get off the field. Let's get off the field.
On 2nd down, Eckler. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
Well, when you go from 2nd and 4 to 3rd and 3, that just tells you who won that battle on the last play, huh?
Yeah, first round went to the offense, second round the defense. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. And he's got a man open. That's Allen. Yeah, he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A gain there of 12 yards and a 1st down L.A.
In your face. Check 3, check 3. Hey, alert 3, alert 3.
Gun.
Motion.
Now Eckler. J.J. Watt, the one that gets him down. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
J.J. Watt makes another tackle there, and it's for a minimal gain. And let's face it, if that's all you're going to get running the ball, you're not going to have much success against him and his team.
Or, yeah, you better find a way to go around J.J. Watt, which isn't easy to do.
It's really not, because you got to try everything. Can you go around him? Can you go by him? Can you influence him to get him out of position so maybe you can wall him off? He's a really sharp, intelligent player, as well as a physical specimen.
Out of the huddle now for play number 9 on this drive. This is 3rd down and 8.
Hey, receiver.
From the gun, here's Cousins. Got a man, it's complete. Williams. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times, because he can trust you being in the...
And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Austin Eckler, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Chargers are going to retake the lead. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the lead is now 10-7. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. This will be taken very short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
At their own 32-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
43. What we got?
Now a 1st down throw. Watson flushed out right. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter. A lot of time to change things. He finds Hopkins complete. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a 1st down.
First down, Houston.
43 is the mic. All day, every day.
On 1st and 10, Watson. Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down.
43 is the mic, boy. 43. Check, 43.
You gonna get this, boy? You think you gonna get this? You think you gonna get this? That's all right.
Watson. And this would complete to Will Fuller. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the left hash, this from 53 yards out. The kick by Fairbairn is good. So thanks to the late field goal, we are all tied up heading to intermission. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Let's go, baby.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up.
At the 32-yard line.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Rush in. Rush 24. 31. Check.
Back to throw, Watson. Buying time to his left. He's going to take off with it. Deshaun Watson, so multi-dimensional, able to scramble for the first.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Where's that? 18. 43. Hey, 24. Back. Watch your shit. 24 is down. He's coming. Shit. Hey, watch it.
So first down carry here for Johnson. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
Alert. Switch. Check 24. 54. Go.
From just shy of midfield, Watson. On the catch, it's Duke Johnson. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Now it's Watson. Going deep for Hopkins. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. A gain of 32 that time.
That's a great job of working the sideline right there. I love how he tracked the football the whole way. Just reached up and pulled it in. Had excellent field presence to understand where he was in order to make that play happen.
Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. They'll try and run. This is Johnson. He gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
That is caught. Hopkins for the Texans touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins, his 6th touchdown of the season, as his guys are able to regain the lead. On for the PAT, Kaimi Fairbairn. He's got it as they go up by a total of 17-10. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Short kick here, fielded about the 17. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. T.J. Watt causing the disruption. He gets the sack. That's their first time getting to the quarterback, sack number 1. And, you know, they had 5 last week, I'm remembering.
And you have to find a way to slow down the pass rush, not necessarily with just protecting your quarterback, but you show them a lot of different looks, and they did that in the first half. You know, different angles, different things to slow down the speed. They got to him here in the second half. Now they've got to come up with a counter to that and maybe do something different.
Another try after the first down sack. Cousins, Bradley Roby, the ex-Buckeye, with a corner blitz and the sack.
So, Brandon, we sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. And that is incomplete.
Well, we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. With it is Brown. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Texans with great field position to start this drive as they take over 1st and 10. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Watson. He's going to look deep, end zone for Hop. That is caught. Hopkins for the Texans touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Texans push further out in front. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This will be taken about the 12. And a nice job there on special teams as he's taken down at the 14-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Watch twins. Watch twins. Check three. Check three. Check three.
Here's Eckler to begin the drive. And he'll lose yardage on this one back to the 13. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
But if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
After the loss to start out, here's second and 11.
Man out, man out, man out, man out. Two.
From the shotgun, it's Cousins. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked up by Gary and Conley. And this results in 6. Touchdown. This D wanting to put it away before we even get to the fourth quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. Back now at Dignity Health Sports Park in Carson, where the fourth quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the third quarter. This one taken from the 7. And he will be marked down right there at the 20-yard line.
The Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going, and they gave up the pick 6, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful, because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. J.J. Watt, credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Cousins with work to do after the sack as he brings his guys up on a 3rd and long. He's got a man. It's Williams. And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34. 21 yards there on 3rd down.
First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
You draw Corker. Check 99. Watch twist. Watch the twist. Gun.
On 1st down, they'll run with Hunt. Benardrick McKinney there to make the stop. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Cousins. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Former Buckeye first-rounder Garyon Conley there to knock that away. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
The Chargers on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 8.
Five. I know he ain't got it.
Cousins now. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete. Bradley Roby there defensively. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does, is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. Cousins to throw for it on 4th. He's got his man. It's Williams. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a gain of 11 and a 1st down, L.A. Cousins now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10.
Gun. Here we go.
Going on the ground with Eckler. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. A small bit of adversity here on what's been a strong drive as they come up 2nd and 12.
Leave it. Ringo, 48. Check 24. Check 24. 6 guys. Check.
It's Eckler again. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
The Chargers on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 9.
Gun. Hey, can't.
Working out of the gun. Cousins got his man. It's Williams. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score.
152 fighter. Check 4.
They'll run on 1st down. Hunt, and the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. On 2nd and 12, Cousins. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. And put it on the board. It's 6, a touchdown. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a 4th quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
Fairbairn good with the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
The Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
On 2nd and 12, Cousins. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
65.
On 3rd down, Cousins. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same Surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40. A fourth quarter score, meanwhile, from Kansas City. And it was the Chiefs who emerged victorious there. If they hold on, a victory there would be their third of the year. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. These guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
Set. UAT. 57.
Watch the run. Watch the run.
Off the draw. Here's Johnson. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. So Houston going to come away here with the victory. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments, just doing them better. And that got it done in this one.
So for Houston, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the home team here, they'll fall to 1-2. And they'll look to get back in the winning column next week as they head to Foxborough to face off against the New England Patriots. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaud. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.